Dragons, Montay Chun. Turkiye Conquerors, Yakup Şener. Middleweight Division, Cha Ming Nang. Turkiye Conquerors, Evren Timikoğlu. Heavyweight Division, China Dragons, Yu Fung Kai. Turkiye Conquerors, Seyda Keser. Please touch gloves. Now for the first contest of the evening. Birinci müsabaka. Now for our first contest of the evening.
It's a very good evening to you, everyone, from Istanbul, the gateway to Asia from Europe, and it's a European debut in the WSB as we return on this first weekend of Boxing's unique competition in Group A. And it's a debut for the Turkey Conquerors, who welcome a team from the Far East, and that is the China Dragons, who are boxing in boxers have been introduced, and here we go with the first of our bouts. This at light flyweights, 46 to 49 kilograms. This pits Hamza Kartal against Junjun He. He will have to start a favourite for this one, given his relative WSB pedigree. Quite a few of them making debuts tonight. Not so this young 22-year-old from China, Junjun He. He made a sparkling start to his WSB career last season in Season 5 when he won his first 3 bouts, and then honourable defeats against talented opposition in the remaining 2.
From Turkiye Conquerors 1453, Hamza Kartal.
Well, no surprise there's going to be vociferous support for the 23-year-old Hamza Kartal. And he has already got some WSB experience. 3 times he's boxed in this unique competition, 1 win and a couple of losses. That was 2 seasons back when he was boxing for the Baku Fires. And here he is with much patriotic home support and plenty riding on his shoulders as well to try and kickstart the competition for this new team, the Turkey Conquerors. They're one of 2 franchises making their debuts in this season's competition. The other are the Uzbek Tigers, who are in Group D. Here we go then, we're ready for round 1. All the glitz and the glamour and the showbiz pizzazz is back with the WSB. A referee from Wales is Mark Williams. A Welshman taking charge of this one between Turkey and China. Now this Junjun He has made a really bright start to his WSB career. He's going to be a tough night's work for anyone in this light flyweight division. The only times he lost last year was narrowly to a Cuban and to a Mexican, and both of those were in very much winning teams. So here we go. He in the yellow and blue, and already a good start from the southpaw stance for Hamza Kartal. He's come out aggressively. Kartal, he's got home support, he's got plenty of backing here, and he's already out sharply behind that high guard. All of those retaliatory shots from He were missing. There's a nice body shot from Kartal. That's very much a feature of elite boxing these days. These boxers using all their arsenal at their disposal, whether it's head, body shots, fitness, of course, as we go through the first minute of this opener. He trying to settle down. A slightly nervy start. I think you'd have to say that Kartal put him on the back foot. And there's a nice right hook again, and a sneaky lead left from Kartal. It's made a really good start here. And Kartal now a naturalized Turk. He was actually born in Russia, but he has been boxing for Turkey since 2014, since he became a native of this country. Now he's got the home support, and he's made a bright start. There's that left hand getting through again, and he might just have the edge in speed in the opening round, Kartal. And he has been beaten to the punch. There was a cheeky uppercut there from the China Dragons boxer inside the final minute. Again, he just out of range. He's trying to measure with the jab. Again, he was just missing with one or two of those lead punches. There's a strong right to the body, and Kartal looked across to the referee for some support. I think he thought that one strayed. Trade as we head inside the final 30 seconds. Crowd getting into this one. Maybe he slightly warming to the task. A really good opening round for Kartal. Good pressure from Kartal, and he made a really good start there, considering he's up against a young man who probably would have been favourite coming into this one. Well, it's a big night for the Turkey Conquerors. They have been drawn in an oh-so-difficult group, and they'll definitely view a home fixture against the China Dragons as perhaps one of their most likely opportunities to get points out of this group. And it's a group that includes the Ukraine Ottomans, but particularly the Kuma Dobodors. And they've been to the final, of course, in each of the last two seasons, as we see some of the body work. Those were scoring shots from Chun Hee. Here we go into the second.
Second round.
10-point must system in the WSB. 5 3-minute rounds. And worth remembering the scoring system as well, and that's better boxing from Chun Hee. Maybe he's just starting to find his distance after he's put under real pressure in that opening 3 minutes. Finding the mark with the jab now, the China Dragons boxer. He fought in the Asia Confederations tournament earlier on in 2015. He got a bye through the first round. He ended up going out to the excellent Devendra Singh. He was put down on the deck that day as well against the Indian boxer. It's better boxing now from Chun Hee. Just looks like he's starting to gain in confidence. Perhaps getting his timing now. There you can see he's in and out of range, but he walked onto a right hook there, and that's got the crowd on their feet again. Here goes he again. There's a sense of urgency now about his boxing, and I wonder if that'll help Kartal. Quite a few of these missing and taking on the gloves this time. And this is a much, much better round for the Chinese boxer. He's just not letting Kartal get his punches off. He's beating him to the punch this round, and he's in and out. There's a good jab. He almost sort of leapt off his feet to land that punch. Good response from Kartal as we head inside the final minute of the second. There's another of those left hands. I think a couple of the biggest punches of the round have both come from Kartal. He has put an awful lot into this round. A reminder from the referee just to watch the heads. Part, of course, of Aiba's heads-up campaign. And there's a nice short right hand from He, who scores with a jab right at the end of the round, and that was a much, much better round for the Chinese boxer. And he raises his fist aloft as he goes back to his corner at the end of that second round. The elbow. Right now he's the #2 light fly in China, and that is behind Bin Lu, who won the APB, Aiba's Pro Box, a similar tournament and event to the WSB. Kartal gives the crowd something to shout about at the start of this third. He very nearly walked onto a short right hand from He. This is a good match to kick us off. And you can see the teams, as well as the fans, living every single minute of it. And both seemed to land there, but it was He that just backed off. He was forced backwards again. Switching to southpaw. Oh, lovely uppercut there from He. Certainly boxing, much like most sport in China right now, is blossoming. And what Zhu Shiming has done for that nation, of course, in Olympics gone past. So very much a hero for young Chinese boxers coming through into the sport today. Maybe just He beginning to feel the pace. He put a lot into that second round just to get himself back into the fight. Quite a few of those punches landing on the gloves. Kartal wing away with some of those shots, really loading up on his punches. This is a more difficult round to score. Nice body shot again from He. And certainly Kartal has been on the front foot throughout this round. I wonder if that may influence the judges. Oh, lovely body shot again. He's landed with 2 or 3 of those in this round. Oh, lovely shot again. He just ducked out of range, came back with his own shot. That's the second uppercut he's landed in this round as well. I think some of the telling punches, the eye-catching, maybe scoring shots, perhaps have come from He in this round. Maybe that just edged it for him. It's a close one. Crucial minute for advice for Hamza Kartal, who was actually born Namatov in Dagestan in South Russia near the Caspian Sea, but he's relocated to Turkey, now a naturalized Turk. He's also the Turkish national champion. One of those titles already in the bank. Bronze medalist also last year in the Stranja Memorial Tournament. And he's starting to garner experience, and here he is in his second WSB season. And he's involved in a real tight one here against the 22-year-old He. Again, a nice body shot there from the man from the China Dragons. Good skills again there from He. Was sort of in and out and then ducked under the punch. That's real old school stuff. Ooh, tactical, technical work from He. Oh, lovely right hand and an uppercut again, and he's piling it on now. Tell you, their fitness is going to be tested tonight in this one as we head into the penultimate round, because they have put a lot into this. You can see already just a little bit of imbalance and tired legs. His accuracy again is coming to the fore in this one. Right to the body that he's thrown has been perfect. A couple of uppercuts he's scored with 2 in the last few rounds. I think Kartal may be feeling the pace too. His hands are not quite as fast as they were in the opening round and a half. He lets loose a 3-punch combination and tries to get out of range. He's not afraid to throw shots from the southpaw stance too. Every time he lands a punch, the China Dragons coaching staff are shouting loudly. I think he's done well. He's been on the back foot for most of the fight. But after a torrid start, he really has found his footing, and that the skills that we saw in season 5 last year are very much coming to the fore. That's a terrific jab. Kartal keeps sort of shaking his fist as if to encourage himself to sort of loosen up, lighten up, find something. There he goes again. Kartal missing with quite a few of those. I think that was a good round for He. The likelihood is it all rests on this 5th and final round. The first 2 went either way. 3rd round was very, very difficult to score. Could easily have given that to either boxer, and I think cleaner shots in that 4th round came from He. We could have a level fight. I've got Heath just 2 rounds up, but the third round was so close, so close. This could be tight. And here we get confirmation. Well, the judges, 2 of them in agreement. One of them's given him the sweep so far. So here we go. A big finish required from Hamza Kartal. Worth remembering that Shunjun He was put down in the second round of the Asia Confederations Boxing Championships last year. Mind you, that was against a decent fighter, decent boxer in Devendra Singh. Not sure if Kartal is in the same bracket. Nice body shot from Kartal. Nice 1-2 there from he. His timing is so sharp. It's got better and better as the fight has gone on, despite what has been a fairly frenetic pace. And there's a lovely right hand as well from he. He's got better as the bout has gone on, and Kartal has just struggled to contain him. Does well to, without seemingly doing too much, manages to get himself out of position for those returning shots. Nice uppercut again. He's used that quite a few times tonight. I think the uppercut and the right to the body, those have been his shots. Inside the final minute then. Is it to be a dramatic conclusion, as there was a fairly enthralling first round for Hamza Kartal? It looks as though Shunjun He's just got his measure. He just worked him out as the bout has progressed. There you see He once again. He just manages to get that extra half step out of distance. He's almost got a sixth sense. It was a tighter round. There wasn't so much between them in this one. Maybe he did enough in that fourth round in particular. Now what a start. The Light Flies putting on a show. Now that was fought at a bursting pace. Only the fittest surviving in these sort of bouts in the WSB. Shunjun He got off to a flyer in season 5. He won each of his first 3 bouts. He only narrowly lost 2 judges to 1 in his previous 2 losses. Cuban boxer, always a tough assignment. And then Joselito Velasquez, who was all but unbeaten in last season for the Mexican Guerreros. Here we go with the decision.
Judge 1 scores it at 45-50. Judge 2 scores it at 46-49. Judge 3 has it at 47-48. And the winner by unanimous decision in the blue corner, Shunjun He.
Shunjun He wins it for China. They're off to an excellent start. He won every round for Judge 1. And he got it by 1 point on the remaining 2 cards. So it was tight, But China, who struggled a bit last season, but this guy usually got them off to a good start, and Jun Junhee has done it again. So that's a significant first win for the China Dragons. You know, they won 3 of the 14 matches last season in Series 5. And here we go, onto the bantamweight division at 56 kilograms. And the next China Dragons boxer is the 23-year-old Boxiang-Zhu. He making his debut in the WSB tonight. A big moment for him. Part of this well-equipped and enthusiastic China Dragons team.
And in the red corner, from Turkiye, Conquerors, 1453, Hakan Çiğdem.
Plenty of support, as you'd expect, for the youngest boxer on show tonight, Hakan Çiğdem. At the age of just 19, is making his WSB debut on home soil, and up against a fellow debutant as well. So they're both into uncharted territory, and the Turkey Conquerors looking to get their first win in the WSB, their first point of the evening on the board. Interesting matchup, this one. Çiğdem, very much the pretty boy of the Turkey Conquerors squad, and moving up to bantamweight last year as well. He's formerly boxing at flyweight until last year, when he made his debut up at bantam. Here he is making his debut in the WSB at this new weight. Is he up to the task? We're about to find out. Here we go then. Again, we've got an orthodox against southpaw, reversed this time. Chinese boxer in the southpaw position. Çiğdem, very rangy with his arms. Quite loose too. Very much a solid look about Boxiang-Zhu. Just look at the way he plants his feet. Oh, he walked onto a right hand. Referee watching them to mind their heads. Quite difficult to score, I think, for the judges during those flurries. There's quite a lot happening there. And again, Zhu, as we saw in the previous bout with Jun Junhee, as he knocked him down, no, says the referee. He caught him on the end of a long left hand. And he just seemed to lose his footing. The referee registered that as a slip. Was that a let-off? Could just be the strength and the power here is with Boxiang-Zhu. A couple of flashy shots there landed by Sikdem. And that was some good riposte from Moxiang Zhu. So the final 30 then of this first round. Not an easy one to score. Nice body shot there from Zhu. And the combination, I think there's a bit more method to what he's doing. A bit more control, I think, about the boxing of Zhu. And a lovely left to the body again from the China Dragons boxer. Tough round to score. Maybe just more composure and the accuracy from Zhu. What a night it is for this young man. Not even 20 yet. He's up against perhaps a more mature and physically stronger boxer. See Zhu missing with quite a lot in that exchange. Confirmation that all three of the judges gave the first round to Zhu. I think that's fair enough.
Seconds out. Second round.
Here we go then into the second round. They're trying to give their support, encouragement to Hakan Sikdem. Their boxer landed with a nice jab there. That was long and fast. He's making giant strides domestically in a short space of time. He was in both the youth national championships and the senior national championships in 2014. He was runner-up in the youth version. And landed with a nice left hook there, Sikdem. Will Sikdem maybe have his burst and his flurry towards the start of the round, then the strength of Zhu will come through. There you go. And it's Sikdem is forced to back off. Constant movement this round, Sikdem. I think he realises he can't afford to stand and trade too much with Zhu. I think he's enjoying more success in this round, the Turkey Conquerors boxer. Quite a pivotal bout as well, I think, this one. Going 2-0 down so early on in the night. Another slip. I think that was a genuine slip this time. I think he does cut down the ring quite well, Zhu. There's a large element of pressure that he applies, perhaps even psychological as much as physical. Quick southpaw 1-2 from Zhu. There it is again. Closing seconds then of this round two. More difficult, I think, to score, and Zhu's missed with quite a lot. And Sikdem has landed with a little more. Yeah, that was better. Maybe Sikdem's got to a little foothold in the contest now. We see some of the action from that second round. You can see he was trying to hit, not be hit. He's very much having to do it on the back foot, Hakan Sikdem. And there was a little less accuracy. It was a bit more rugged, wasn't it, from boxing.With. I think the fact that Sikdem has come up in weight and Zhu is sort of 4 years older too is maybe just telling here. And the judges have given that one the way of the China Dragons boxer again. So he's very much in control here as we move into the third. I think Zhu, he'd probably be outboxed, you know, and he's going to further in the competition on another weekend. He will be faced by some very, very talented Cuban boxers in this Group A, the Cuba Domadors, beaten finalists in season 5 and winners by sudden death in 2014 when they beat Azerbaijan on that occasion. The Baku Fires are in Group D alongside the very much dominant Astana Arlans Kazakhstan. The debutant Uzbek Tigers and the Puerto Rico Hurricanes are in that Group D as well. That is a tough one. Astana Arlans Kazakhstan very much favourites to win that one, having been to 3 finals and to having won 2 off them last year and in 2013 as well. Meanwhile, back to business here, and boxing.With going to assert his authority on this one. He's certainly got control of the scorecards. No, nice right hook from Zhu. And again, that right hook is working for Zhu. Yeah, the strength and the way to punch is very much with the Chinese boxer. I think this is looking a big task for Sikdem. A good experience for him, though, on his debut. Nice, forced into the corner. He manages to work his way out of there. Again, the body shot coming in, and that was a strong one. That put Sikdem on the back foot. There's another left hand, another slip. Did the feet perhaps tangle just as that punch landed? Certainly there was a genuine punch. Yes, it's a weary Sikdem back to his corner. This is a tough assignment against boxing.With, who's a strong, come-forward boxer. That was a nice counter shot, wasn't it, actually? That was a lovely counter shot. It was almost caught in the back of the head, though, Zhu. So that was a clever counter from Hakan Sikdem. Unfortunately, not enough to persuade the judges, and he was on the back foot for most of that third round. And boxing.With very much in control here. Here we go then into the fourth. China Dragons on this opening weekend of the WSB World Series of Boxing Season 6. China Dragons taking the opening bout. And won every round of this second match, courtesy of Boxiang-Zhu. It looks like he'd be a bit of a handful for most of them at 56 kg, the bantamweights. Ooh, nice counter. Nice counter that from Siktem. He's having his moments, isn't he? Just not enough of them. Has he hurt himself? Yeah, he's injured. He can't go on. I think the referee's just signalled it's finished. It looks like he's hurt his knee. Might just have landed awkwardly. He was losing anyway, but that's a shame for him on his WSB debut, because he just had one or two of his best moments of the contest. And a big smile from Boxiang-Zhu, who on his debut has collected another win for the China Dragons. Real shame that for Hakan Siktem, the youngster. It's a hard night's work, but it's just sort of insult and hopefully not injury.
And the winner by TKO, Shubo China Dragons.
Boxiang-Zhu on his debut wins by TKO in the fourth round, with Hakan Siktem injured and unable to continue. And the China Dragons are 2 for 2. Let's see if we can see how this happened. You see his knee just collapsed there, didn't it? As he was under pressure. And it was a torrent of pressure from Boxiang-Zhu.
China Dragons, Mon Tai Chun.
So here we go then with our next contest. This is a light welter, moving up to 64 kilograms. And Chai Cheng-Meng making his way to the ring. And he looks full of it. He looks ready to rock and roll. 21-year-old also making his debut tonight. It's an inexperienced China Dragons team, but they've made a very, very bright start to the opening weekend.
Evet İstanbul, susmak yok. And with the blue corner, from Turkiye Conquerors, Şener.
Big cheer for the popular Yakup Şener, who has been right through the system in boxing in Turkey. He started off in 2006, a decade ago as a cadet, moving through youth and onto the elite level. But here he is, about to turn 26, making his debut in the WSB. A big night for him. And he's moving up in weight too, until only recently, moving down in weight I should say, until recently he was fighting as a welterweight. So interesting if he can carry that strength down in weight with him. Here we go then, final instructions from the referee as we move quickly on to contest number 3. Referee from the Ukraine. This could be a good one. He's got plenty of experience, Yakup Şener. He's been to quite a few of the big gigs, and it's so important when it comes to these sort of contests and events and tournaments like the WSB, which has such a high profile and such a level of skill these days. It's getting better every year. And it looks as though Meng is carrying the confidence into the ring with him. Schener missing with a wild right hand, and that allowed Meng to get a couple of quick punches off. Just got the slight advantage in height, Meng. Oh, clever. He's trying to draw the leads there from Schener, and he just managed to get in with a right hand, then a left to the body. He is brimming with confidence, Chai Cheng-men. Listen to the crowd get into it. The first assault from Jakub Schener. Heads just coming close together. And you sense that Schener wouldn't mind if this became a brawl. Meng just pawing away with a jab. They're just trying to prise open that defence. Maybe suckers Schener into leading off. This is good stuff. Really technical and tactical. Now he's warned for punching with the inside of the glove, Meng. Both of them again as we head inside the final 30 seconds. The open, oh, good short right hand there from Schener. Little untidy up close. And Meng proving that he can box and also do some of the rough stuff. Quite an attractive style, hasn't he, the China Dragons boxer? But Schener landed with a couple of short, hard punches of his own. There's another one. That little right hook there again. Wonder, oh, and they carry on after the bell. I don't think they heard it. There's a real din in here. And what an end to the round. That's frenetic stuff at the end of that first round. And wonder how the judges have got that one. It was a bright start from Chai Cheng-men. He looked full of confidence. Movement. He's trying to draw the leads. He looks as though he was putting up some smart boxing, and then some hard counter punches, particularly with the right hand in the last minute from Jakub Schener. And Schener got it. He got the first round anyway. Yeah, that was a tough round. It was those sort of close-up flurries. Schener did seem as though he was coming off slightly the better. And a good triple jab from Schener. The crowd are loving this. And the crowd are getting into this. I think they've just found out that the first round went to Schener. And again, it gets untidy up close. He ended up with his right foot in front of his body. There's Chanel, that's dangerous. He needs to be careful of that. He's so keen to get on the front foot and launch that attack. Footwork, as ever, so crucial in the WSB. And so far, Cha Cheng-Meng has not been able to dance his way into distance. There's a nice counter right hand from him. Chanel went to London 2012. That was on the back of winning gold at one of the European Olympic qualifying events. He got that valuable experience in the Olympic Games in London 4 years ago. Of course, Rio coming up in the summer. Still places up for grabs. Nice right hand, that from Chanel, inside the final 30 seconds. Not been much in the way of scoring punches in this one. And again, a big eye-catching punch like that. Chanel lands with another one. And a couple of the best shots that have come from Meng have been right hands to the body. Getting untidy again when they come up close. He's got something about him, hasn't he, this Cha Cheng-Meng? He's only 21, remember. And just bulldozing Chanel to the deck. There wasn't much in that round. A couple of eye-catching punches from Chanel, and I wonder if that might have just influenced the judges. You see, that was that triple jab, wasn't it, at the start of the round, and then it became untidy. Meng trying to muscle his man. Well, two of the judges like the work of Chanel, and one of them has it all square. So Chanel's up on 2 cards, drawn on the other. And Meng needs to do something about that as we head into the third. Oh, nice right hand to the body again from Meng. That has been his punch of the bout so far. Oh, there's another one, this time with the left hand. And I think Chanel just looking a little bit puffy around the left eye, isn't he? Going to work hard. Oh, that was a lovely sort of uppercut. It was almost into the chest of Meng. Reminder from the referee to mind their heads. All part of the AIBA Heads Up campaign, trying to encourage safe boxing and good practice from the elite boxers. Not just charging forward with the heads down where they can inflict cuts. That's a nice left hand from Chanel. There's a lot of movement from Meng. There's a lot of intent, just generally not that much at the end of it. And that was better. Oh, again, a big flurry from Meng, but he walked onto a right hand. And that's always been there tonight for Schneider. Short right hand of his. He's either thrown it as an uppercut or a hook. Nice double jab. Crowd loving that. And a short right hand again. And Meng had his flurry, and Schneider coming back with his own say-so. Closing seconds. Well, there was a big flurry from Meng, and then a good response from Schneider at the end of that round. It's not an easy contest to score this. Could be a pivotal bout, this. Could be an important one on these scorecards. Turkey Conquerors need a foothold in the match. And there we have all three judges in agreement that Schneider is in control as we head into the fourth. 3 rounds on 2 of the scorecards, and by 1 on another. Here we go then into the fourth. The crowd alerted to the scoring situation, hence the big cheers. 30-27 on 2 of the scorecards in favour of Schneider. 1 point in it, 1 round in it, to Schneider in the other. Meng needs something big. And he's come out looking for it. All bar 3 of the boxers of the 10 on show tonight, all bar 3 making their debuts in the WSB this evening. And a whole new experience for quite a few of them, including this pair. Meng missing with the right hand. I think he's done quite well, and it's fair to say, Schneider, because he's been under a lot of pressure. There's an element of intimidation from Meng throughout. He's always been on the front foot, and Schneider has kept his boxing together, his technique more importantly, and he's kept his shape throughout. The referee again, Mikola Karakulov, just warning them to mind the heads. It has been a bit scrappy and untidy at times. Oh, and then he looked the other way. He needs to be careful there, Schneider. And this is good action now. Meng knows that he needs to push forward. He knows he needs something significant. Really, he needs a knockdown. And then he's trying to put it on Schneider. again, that right hand to the body from Meng. He just, when he comes into distance, he's just a little too easy to hit. Yeah, good effort from Meng. He really did put almost everything he had into that fourth round. Certainly putting on quite a show here in Istanbul this evening as we kickstart the WSB season. Week 1, the China Dragons visiting the Turkey Conquerors, newcomers to the event. It might just be courtesy of Jakub Schöner that they're going to get their first score on the boards for this evening. Here we see 2 points in it, so 2 of the judges gave that round to Meng, 39-37 all 3 ways, so he needs a knockdown at least. Meng biting down on that gumshoe. He walked onto a big right hand. This could be very scrappy and interesting. The heads are coming close together. It's just the styles, really. Meng is coming forward. He's sort of darting into range, and Schöner is standing his ground. Well, unless he produces something spectacular here, Meng, it looks like it's going to be a losing debut, but at the sort of contest you probably feel that he might just have been able to nick on the cards himself. It has been that sort of bout. Ooh. Well, he landed about 3 punches of his own, and then Meng walked onto a big left hand. I think that sums him up. He's just a little too sort of loose and languid, and he's not thinking about what's coming back. Maybe not enough authority with the jab on the way in to set everything else up. And Schöner much more orthodox, very controlled and disciplined in everything he's done. Worth remembering the scoring system as well for the event, for the match between the 2 teams. If a team wins 5-0 or 4-1, they get 3 points and no points to the losers. If it's 3-2, either way, 3 points to the winner, but the loser also gets a point. It can be significant if you just lose by the odd match of the 5. And of course, these teams will have to face off again in China to do it all again. Closing seconds, final round. Been an interesting one, this. Chao Meng has put an awful lot into it. At the age of 21, maybe just not quite knowing enough for Jakub Schöner. Maybe he won that contest through the first couple of rounds. Maybe just experience the difference. You know, Schöner's been to an Olympic Games and all that involves, and although he's a newbie to WSB, I think he's been able to pull on that experience tonight because he was under pressure. All smiles in the red corner. Red for Turkey. And here we have the official confirmation as Jakub Schöner salutes the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, the score will start by unanimous decision. Judge 1 has it at 48-47. Judge 2 has it at 49-46. Judge 3 has it at 49-46. And the winner by a unanimous decision is...
Red corner, Jakob!
48-47 and 49-46 twice. Comfortable enough, although not necessarily a sweat-free affair for Jakub Sinner, but Turkey aren't sweating anymore. They've got a point on the board, they've got a win on the night, and it's 2-1 to the China Dragons with 2 more bouts remaining.
From China Dragons, Charming.
Here we then move up to middleweight, 75 kilograms. And here comes Mingang Zhao representing China, the China Dragons. Looking forward to seeing him make his debut. And he's doing so at the age of 27. One of the elder statesmen of this squad and one of the oldest boxers on show tonight. And he's returning to Turkey, actually. He was involved in a tournament in Turkey last year, in 2015. He finished 5th in the President's Cup on that occasion, so he almost helps the experience, I think, if you've already been to a country. And confirmation, Mingang Zhao.
And in the red corner from Turkiye, Conquerors,
and Zhao up against the 23-year-old Evren Tibukoglu, who's gained some WSB experience already with a different franchise. Losing in both of his WSB encounters in that particular event, but nothing wasted on him. He's got youth on his side. Starting to get up against the bigger men. They see the emblem as well of the Turkey Conquerors. It says 1453, which signals the date of the rise of the Ottoman Empire, part of their rich history in this particular part of the world, the gateway to Asia. And these Chinese boxers have journeyed across the Caspian Sea and on into Turkey for this event tonight. Klaus Berman, the referee from Denmark, and you can see that the height and reach advantage very much with Mingang Zhao. Tibukoglu is very broad across the shoulders, very strong boxer. Oh, good jab, sharp, fast punches already from Zhao. And he caught Tibukoglu with a right hand in that combination. Really fast start from him. And again, good right hand to the body from Zhao. Oh, that was better, wasn't it? A really nice, sharp left hand from Tibukoglu. This looks a good matchup. Debut in the WSB for Zhao. Just landed a right hand to the body under that left elbow of Tibukoglu. Oh, I think Zhao is brimming with confidence. He just tried to lead with the right uppercut. Surefire sign of someone who either knows what they're doing or thinks they do. Again, just the faster hands from Zhao. It's good to see the Chinese boxers are making such a bright start. They'll know what it's like to be in the position that the Turkey Conquerors squad find themselves in. They returned to the WSB last season. They found it very, very hard. They lost their opening match in January to the British Lionhearts. They got comprehensively beaten by Russia on the second outing in January as well. They lost every single match to Cuba in February. It was a while before they got some points on the board. And here Turkey are in exactly the same position as newcomers to the event. End of the first round. Oh, lovely left hand. Big left hand that was from Zhao. And I think it was a big start for him too. I don't know if Zhao was dancing to the music there or just to the beat of the towel, but a really good start to be landed. Some significant punches in the first minute, and then a couple of crackers in the final closing seconds too. There was one nice short left hand, wasn't there, from Tibikoglu. Otherwise, all the eye-catching punches there came from the China Dragons boxer. Oh, interesting. Interesting. 2 of the 3 gave that first round to Tibikoglu. Wow. Now we do have a contest as we move on into the second. Tibikoglu trying to get on the front foot now, behind a high guard. And quite a few of those landing on the gloves from Zhao. Nice flurry and burst of punches from Zhao. These Turkish fans have got something to cheer about at the moment. Trailing by 1 into this 4th bout. If they could win this one and tie it up, it'd be all to play for in the final bout of the evening. And that, of course, the big boys, the heavyweights at 91 kilograms. Both landing left hooks at the same time there, which caught the eye of the judges. A minute to go. Oh, lovely combination. I think the first 2 landed on the gloves, but the hook to the body certainly didn't. Again, Zhao was in and out. Maybe a couple of counters there from Tibikoglu, and he landed another one there. He's definitely having his moments here. Wild miss from Zhao. Yeah, they touched gloves at the end of that one, and no surprise. There were a couple of really meaty, eye-catching shots from Tibikoglu. I think the more work there came in from Zhao. You know, flurries of action. This might be one of those, what do you prefer? That was a lovely uppercut, wasn't it, from Zhao? He tried to throw that in the first round as a lead shot. And he just walked onto one. So no doubt Tibikoglu had his moments in that round. Was it enough for the judges, though? Well, level on one, clear by one on another, and by two on another. So Zhao is slightly up against it. Either way, Tibikoglu's in front. I think in a way this is a similar pattern to the previous bout, isn't it? So more action coming from the Chinese boxer, and quite efficient, with occasional punches eye-catchingly landed from the Turkish boxer. Tibikoglu is the one who's throwing, Zhao is the one who's throwing combinations, sort of single shots by and large from Tibikoglu. Nice sharp counter there from the Turkey Conquerors boxer. That got the purr of applause from the audience. Oh, we know how passionate Turkish sports fans are. Oh, big left hand. They both landed at the same time. Tibikoglu was the much more eye-catching shot. And there's another one. Fantastic uppercut. Well, if there were any doubts in the previous two rounds, and I think it's fair to say those were debatable, Tibikoglu really is making a statement in this round. If the judges loved him in the previous two, they'll surely be all over what they just saw. Again, it's only one or two shots, but they were huge, eye-catching ones. Another one who's been right through the system in Turkish boxing, Tibikoglu. He's been a junior back in 2008. He's all the way through the system. Bronze in the national championships on two separate occasions as well, in 2010 and 2014. Here he is, second time up in the WSB. Nice hook from him there. Looking for his first win, and perhaps he's on his way to that. Some big eye-catching punches from Evren Tibikoglu in that round. This is an important one on the scorecards. The judges like that. They could have just put him into a clear and unassailable lead. massive shot that. I think there was another one to follow as well, and you have two punches like that, often that's enough for the round. Yes, confirmation, all three judges gave it to Tibikoglu, so he's in command, although not completely clear.
Second down. Fourth round. Muhteşemsin İstanbul. Susuyorsun İstanbul.
Here we go then, into the next.
Muhteşemsin İstanbul.
It looks as though we are going down to the wire, unless Mingang Zhao can find something special. That left hook that just rocked back Tibikoglu could be it. And he knows he hurt his man. Now it's an assault from Zhao. He was definitely wobbled, Tibikoglu, and he's slightly lost his composure. Now Zhao maybe running out of steam, he's just pawing with a few of those punches. Still 2 minutes to go in the round. Again, Zhao looking for that uppercut. They've traded that punch, this pair. Again, the energy levels and the fitness here has been absolutely terrific. They have not stopped working and throwing punches. Big right hand there from Tibikoglu. Maybe the Zhao just running out of a bit of steam after that assault. Now it's Tibikoglu's turn to come back. Final minute. There's that big surge from Zhao, enough to win him the round. It was a big eye-catching punch. There's no doubt he had Tibikoglu hurt in that first minute. Final 30 seconds. And no surprise that Zhao is tired. Nice left to the body there from Zhao. Closing seconds. Good round this for Zhao. Might just be on the scorecards, too little, too late. And then he salutes the crowd. And surely Zhao did enough in that one. See some of the action, some of those flurries. He threw a lot of punches, didn't he? I think that was after he'd initially hurt Tibikoglu. Came back with his own. Well, Tibikoglu got that. Got that on two of the judges' scorecards, would you believe? So he's in an unassailable 40-36 lead on two of the scorecards. And I think by a couple of points on the other. I'm pretty sure Zhao will look back on this one and wonder if it was quite as wide as the judges have seen it, because he's been very, very competitive, this. However, it looks like it's going to set up an absolute thriller for us, with it all going down to the wire in the final bout. Unless Mingang Zhao can find a special punch from somewhere. Either way, it's been an excellent debut in the World Series of Boxing for Mingang Zhao. He is a few years older as well than Tibikoglu. But there's been something solid about the Turkey Conquerors boxer all the way through this. That left hook has been a good punch for Tibikoglu throughout. Inside the final minute of this one then. Last chance for Mingang Zhao to do something spectacular. Zhao has largely controlled this on the back foot this round. Haven't seen too much of Tibikoglu. Nice body shot that from Zhao. Really nice body shot. Shakes his head at the referee. Closing seconds. Despite a valiant effort and some close rounds that surely could have gone either way, looks as though Mingang Zhao is going to come out on the wrong end of this one. Well, he raises his hands to the air. I think Zhao thinks he'll have done enough. I really do. Some observers might feel likewise. Smile though from Evren Tibikoglu. His country and his team needed him. And it looks like he's delivered when it mattered most. Now the gloves are indeed off for these boxers and for this match to be decided.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scores on this card stand as so. Judge 1, 50-45. Judge 2, 48-47. Judge 3, 49-46. And the winner by a unanimous decision is...
Red corner,
Turkey Conquerors get it. 50-45, all 5 rounds for Tibikoglu in the eyes of one judge, which is quite extraordinary. 48-47, 49-46 the other two. It was a close one. Zhao disappointed. Tibikoglu wins in the WSB at the 3rd time of asking, and we go down to the 5th and final bout. 2-2 it stands with one more to come. Each of them have gained at least 1 point from this Week 1 match, but the full 3 points up for grabs courtesy of this final bout.
Evet sevgili seyirciler, durum 2-2. Durum 2-2. son maç almalıyız. Ona göre susmuyoruz. Our next bout is in the heavyweight category. In the blue corner, from China Dragons, Yu Kai.
It's a WSB debut for Feng Kai-yu, 20-year-old heavyweight, and much resting on those young shoulders. His team have 1 point, but after such a good start when they took the opening 2 bouts, they must have fancied they were well on their way to all 3 points on this opening weekend of the World Series of Boxing. Now, well, they are scrapping to win it all.
Hazır mıyız İstanbul? İstanbul, koltuklarınızda sıkı durun. Çünkü bir gladyatör geliyor. Çünkü bir dev geliyor. In the red corner, from Istanbul Conquerors, 1453.
Well, the big up and the big reception for 26-year-old Seda Kaser, who, like his opponent, making his debut in the WSB, and it all boils down to this right now. 15 minutes between winning a match on the opening weekend and coming out valiant losers. And these are two guys with good experience too. It's an interesting matchup. Kaser has the experience and age on his side. Does he have strength too? Very different physical specimens, these pair. You still relatively young and fresh. Big, broad-shouldered Kaser. Looking forward to this one. It all boils down to this. Who'd have thought it after those opening 2 bouts when the China Dragons raced into a lead, courtesy of the wins for Junjun He and Boxiang Zhu. But close bouts that really could have gone either way, went the way of Jakub Schener and, in the previous event, Evren Tibikoglu. So, Kaser and Yu face off. Kazakh referee taking control of this one. And the Arlands, of course, will be in action next weekend on the WSB. Make sure you tune in wherever you are for all of that. Real weekend of quality for you. The British Lionhearts are in action as well. Nice stiff jab to the body from Yu. There's the counter left hook there from Kaser, both having the moments in this opening 30 or so seconds. Oh, lovely combination. He just sort of tapped and found the range with the left hand there, Kaser. And there was a really meaty right hand delivered to the midsection. These are two guys with a bit of experience and a little bit of pedigree too. Both have been quarter-finalists in relatively recent tournaments, and big ones as well in their relative confederations. Both scoring punches, aren't they? Two very different styles, but interesting to see how these pair match up as we head into the final minute of the first round. That was a bit better from Kaser. Oh, lovely right hand just landed too. Crowd on their feet. And again, Kayser with a very quick 1-2. He walked onto a jab there. Better from you. Yeah, Kayser looks the stronger of the two boxers. Every punch, whether it's on the gloves or landing, is going to be cheered all the way home now by this Turkish crowd. Well, after a really close opening minute, Kayser, just with the more eye-catching and accurate punches through the second half of this round, might have just been enough to nick it for him. A lot of pressure, isn't it, coming with this? Knowing it all sort of boils down to this. They have got a point, which is a fair start to this event, but to have a win, particularly at home, so much more, and the perfect start for Kayser. 10-9 on all three of the judges' scorecards. I think that's fair enough. Here we go then into the second round. These big guys, they know that one punch can just swing about in their favour, so you can always be behind on the scorecards. There's always hope. Oh, nice right hand. Oh, did he slip? Oh, he's been given a count. He ended up square with his feet together, and I'm not sure if that was a slip or whether he walked onto one. Wow, that's a huge moment in this contest. Does the towel come in? Yes, the towel's come in. Chinese corner have thrown the towel in, and he must have been hurt after all. Wow, what an exclamation point on an outstanding evening for the Turkey Conquerors. A second round knockout, just to put the finishing touches to a winning start. All 3 points. And what a way to make your debut, to mark your debut in the World Series of Boxing, than to do it with a stoppage. Seda, the crowd are shouting, Seda Kayser, who has brought it home for the Turkey Conquerors. An amazing comeback, losing the first 2 bouts, winning the next 3, and landing all 3 off the points to mark your debut for the team with a win. Here's confirmation.
And the winner by way of a TKO is...
Confirmation. TKO in the second round for Seda Kayser. And Turkey have come from behind to mark their debut in the WSB with a win. A quite remarkable evening, and a quite astonishing turn of events in Istanbul. There's confirmation, and the Turkey Conquerors win it 3-2. There is a point, a consolation point for the China Dragons for making it so close, but they must have felt they were on to so much more after that excellent start, winning the first 2 bouts. But it's the Turkey Conquerors who come from behind to win the remaining 3. They take all 3 points, and on their debut as a new franchise, they will go to the top of Group A. And then as a group that includes the Cuba Domadors and the Ukraine Ottomans. Things will definitely change, of course, in the coming weeks, as you see the shot that turned it all around. And a remarkable turnaround it was as well. I think it was the first right hand that did it, and a compassionate corner. They weren't prepared to see Feng Kai-yu take any more. And they pulled him out, and it was delight for Seda Kesa. Here comes the towel. Delight for Kesa. Perhaps there's the towel. And they must have felt he was still on wobbly legs. Shame for you, delight for Kesa. And what a night for Turkey, as they will take the congratulations and the photographs. And a historic moment for this franchise. It's a new beginning. It's the start, perhaps, of something very, very interesting in the sport in Turkey. And these will be the photographs that'll be on the back pages of the newspapers in Istanbul tomorrow morning. Perhaps maybe on some of the front pages as well, as their team and their coaches take the congratulations. A historic moment for them as well. And there'll be some mementos, won't there? Some of those boxing gloves and maybe the wraps will find their way back to friends and family to mark what has been an auspicious and special occasion for one of the newest teams to the WSB in this season 6 in 2016. There's no doubt the bouts and the matches get harder. Away to China will be difficult, but against Cuba and the Ukraine, it gets harder still. Jun Hee started things off for China. Despite a good opening round from Hamza Kartal, it was Jun Hee who came back, the 22-year-old, to win his 4th WSB bout from 6 that he's taken part in. Clever boxing from the young Chinese man.
Sevgili boks severler, kıymetli misafirler, bizi bu akşam onurlandırdınız. Allah sizden razı olsun. Ayağınıza sağlık. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz. 30'unda, 30 Ocak'ta yine bu salonda buluşmak
So the roadshow moves on.
Hayırlı akşamlar diyorum. Saygılar
Looking
sunuyorum.
forward to week 2 still to come. Matches on the 22nd and 23rd, where the likes of Great Britain away to USA, Poland, Venezuela, Mexico against Morocco as well, Kazakhstan, one of the favourites, up against former winners Azerbaijan. That's an absolute cracker, that is. That'll be at the Safiyev Boxing Centre in Kazakhstan. That's on the 23rd next weekend. Puerto Rico against Uzbekistan that weekend to look forward to as well. Some terrific matches still to come. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Flickr, and indeed on the World Series of Boxing and AIBA YouTube channel, where you can follow the event live, and we'll be back again in due course. What a start it was for the Turkey Conquerors.